Hello, Sagittarius males, it's your reading. I did pre-shuffle a card. Do it this way today because, I don't know, it's just a lot easier today for some reason. A lot going on. Alright, so let's see if we can get cards. What's going on with you and this other person that you're dealing with. Okay, let's start with those cards right there. Alright, Sagittarius men. Alright, I feel like with the Hermit card that you have done a lot of healing and you're trying to let go of maybe the past, maybe things that are keeping you stuck and stagnant. I feel like you want to move forward on a decision. You could be dealing with a Cancer maybe, but I think it's more about forward movement on a decision with this possible person that you're dealing with. You could be dealing with an air sign because King of Swords, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel like they want to move forward on something too. So you're kind of like mirroring each other on that. I feel like, but also too with the in reverse, there could be a chance where they're feeling like they want to walk away from something in some way, or they're feeling like, you know, maybe cunning with their words when it comes to, this relationship, how it's working. They have the Three of Swords here, so I feel like the Three of Swords is getting over heartbreak. So maybe there's something within the relationship that caused them uneasy, feeling like they don't, um, they're just broken in some way. And then you have a Sun card here, right here for them. I just feel like they're trying to become happy over the situation that's happened. Maybe it was an ending of some kind. Maybe it was just something within the relationship that gave them heartbreak. Maybe heartbreak of the past. So I just feel like they're trying to move forward. But with the in reverse, I just feel like they're having a hard time moving on from something. So let's see if we can get some clarifiers. Pause it for just real quick. Alright, so clarifiers that popped up. This is for you. So I feel like you're still holding on to something that may have happened in the past, maybe something that is preventing you from moving forward and to make a decision. Now, their clarifier of what's going on in the situation is the Nine of Cups and the Four of Cups. So I feel like they're still kind of stuck in this, letting go of something that's hurt them. So maybe both of you are going through this where there's something in the past that, feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling like you couldn't move forward on something. So I just feel like if it's something that includes you, maybe your work dynamic, or maybe something that's happened to you, I just feel like both of you in some way are having a hard time moving forward on something. Maybe it's the same scenario. Maybe they're going through their own issues. See if we can get more on how you feel about the person and how they feel about you. All right, Claire, how you feel about them. So I feel like this is not necessarily a love dynamic. It's more about the past person. Could be a past lover, past person that you were close to in communication. But I feel like with the Ten of Swords here and the Eight of Wands here, I feel like you want communication with something, maybe closure of some kind about something relatable to the past with this person. Um, so they're kind of got this different energy. The Temperance in reverse and the charge, the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like, you know, maybe in the past you were creating something. Maybe it was a work dynamic when you had to work with this person or something or of that nature. Um, I just feel like they wanted to create something, whether it was a friendship, whether it was a relationship. But I feel like right now, as their cards, the Temperance and the Age of Pentacles, they're healing from this completely. And I feel like they're letting go of the idea of a discouragement. So I do feel two scenarios here. I feel like one, if you are with someone, both of you are trying to get over heartbreak. Um, and then I see another scenario. You could have been like recently experiencing, past things, past related hurt, pains, traumas of this other person, and you want to communicate, but there's also no communication coming in. So there's no communication with this person. But I feel like this is two different scenarios. Maybe the person that you're with now, they're having a hard time, you know, getting over a heartbreak of some kind, but then you have this other person who had who had created something with you, whether it's in a work dynamic or situation that was a big disappointment, um, that did in some way make them happy, because whatever you had with them, I feel like it made them happy. I'm getting, but I just feel like there's a lot on your part that in order to move forward on a decision, you need to um, let go of this past hurt, whatever it is, keeping you stuck in, maybe in the mind, maybe the way you see things. But also to this other person, they've done the healing, they've done the work. Let's see if we can get some clarifiers on this first person. All right, so this is for the first person. I feel like they're trying to persevere in their life. They're trying to remove obstacles and trying to maneuver through different obstacles. Now, this is what came up for the other person. Um, they have the two of cups, which is a soulmate card, and then the hangman. So I feel like this was a past connection, um, where both of you had like a soulmate connection. Maybe it was a soul contract in some way. I'm feeling, but the hangman right here, I feel like they're changing their perspective on this, knowing that if it was a friendship, if it was a love interest, if it was whatever it was in the past. I feel like they're changing their perspective on the connection you two had. So I just feel like with this first person, I just feel like they're trying to maneuver through obstacles. Let's see if we can real quick get clarification on, how you feel about the other, because there's like two different people I'm feeling with this. How you feel about, because you got those cards, how you feel about this, but I think this is more passive. So I'll get how you feel about this first person. All right, well, this is good. You have the Four of Wands. So I'm really getting the vibe of celebration and wedding here. Maybe you're having an upcoming wedding of some kind. Maybe it's just, you're married to this person, or you're in a very committed bond and relationship. So I feel like the storyline on this is, I really feel the need to say that if there is this second person outside of this relationship, I just feel like you really need to move on from this past person, because I just feel like there's this need to communicate to them in some way, but I feel like at the same time you can't make forward decisions if you have this person, still in your energies. You may need to do some cord cutting, because it's like this past months or so, I've had to do that. I really had to become real with myself and letting go things, and literally letting go of those things so I can move forward, because I do have this, kind of like this scenario, like I have this present person, in a committed relationship, but if you don't let go, like be real with yourself of what this lesson was supposed to be for you, then you truly can't move on and have a happy ending with, this new person. So that's the story I'm getting off of these cards. But yeah, that's probably why it's so hard to let go in the first place. And it's supposed to be like that because it's in some way a soul contract. What I understand about like soul contracts is they're very, especially if you've had like maybe a sexual uh, experience with this person, and if you don't release it, then they're always going to follow you wherever you go. So I just feel like there's a lot of messages coming into this reading, and I just feel like it's important to, stop holding on to this past energy. You could be dealing with a Virgo, possibly, but I just think it's cutting ties. Just letting it dissolve itself and realize that, thank the person in your own way, like in your mind frame meditation. Thank you for the lessons that you taught me. Thank you for everything that I had. And, visualize them as they were that soulmate, that friend, or whoever, that lover or past person. And then, hold their hand and say, thank you for the lessons that you taught me, and leave them out of the door of like visualizing you walking away from them is what I'm trying to say, is literally doing visual meditation and just really thanking them for what they taught you, all the lessons learned, because I feel like you're having to relearn these lessons over and over again because there still needs to be released from. You still need to let go of those. So I hope that resonates to one of you. Goodbye.